Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this right triangle EAB and this another right triangle EFB put together inside this blue square ABCD, as you can see in this given diagram. And as a result, we are ended up with this green shaded region. And moreover, this segment EA equals to this segment DE, and furthermore this side BF length is 10 units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded region. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And since we are interested in calculating the area of this green shaded region, and we can see that this green shaded region consists of these two right triangles, this right triangle and this right triangle as well. So therefore, it is sufficient to say that the green shaded region area is going to be equal to the sum of these two triangle areas, the triangle EAB area plus the triangle EFB area. So therefore, now our task is to calculate the area of the triangle EAB, and we are going to calculate the area of the other triangle EFB as well. And now we know that these two segments are equal. If I label this segment as X, then this has got to be X as well. So therefore, this whole side length is going to be X plus X is going to give us 2 times X. And since we are dealing with this blue square ABCD, if this side is 2x, then this side length is going to be 2x, this side length is 2x, and then 2x across the board. And now let's assume that alpha and beta are our two complementary angles. In other words, the sum of these two angles, alpha plus beta, must be equal to 90 degrees. Let's focus on this triangle EAB. If I label this angle alpha, we know this angle is a 90 degrees angle, so therefore this angle has got to be our angle beta. And furthermore, we know this angle is a 90 degrees angle, this angle is alpha, so therefore this remaining angle has got to be our angle beta. And finally, in this triangle DEF, if this angle is beta, this angle is a 90 degrees, then this angle has got to be our angle alpha. So therefore we conclude that these two right triangles, the right triangle FDE and the other right triangle EAB, are our similar triangles according to angle-angle similarity theorem. And since these two triangles are similar, so we are going to have a proportion. In other words, the ratio of the side lengths BE and EF must be equal to the ratio of the side lengths AB and DE. And now we can see our AB side length is 2 times X. So I'm going to replace that one with 2 times X. And likewise, this DE side length is X. So I'm going to replace that one with X as well. So therefore, we are ended up with the BE divided by EF equals to 2x divided by x. And here 2x divided by x reduces to simply 2 divided by 1. So therefore, we conclude that our this BE segment length is going to be equal to 2 times some constant k. And likewise, EF segment length has got to be equal to 1 times some constant k as well. And now our task is to find the value of constant k. So therefore we can see that our this BE length is 2 times k. So I'm gonna put down 2 times k over here. And likewise this EF length is 1 times k. And now we are going to focus on this right triangle EFB, and we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem, a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 10, whereas our two other legs are 1k and 2k. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 1 times k square plus 2 times k square equals to 10 square. That's going to give us 5k square equals to 100. And now we are going to divide both sides by 5 to isolate k square. This is gone. So therefore k square value simply turns out to be 20. And now I am going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. So therefore we could see that our constant k value simply turns out to be equal to 2 times the square root of 5. So thus our k value simply turns out to be 2 times square root of 5. So therefore this 2 times k means 2 times square root of 5 is going to give us 4 times the square root of 5. And likewise 1 times k means 2 times the square root of 5. So therefore our this EB length turns out to be 4 times square root of 5. And now we are going to focus on this other right triangle EAB. And we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle as well. And here's our Pythagorean theorem once again, a square plus b square equal to c square. And here in our case, our hypotenuse is 4 times square root of 5, whereas our two other legs are x and 2x. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks. So we can write x square plus 2 times x whole square equals to 4 times square root of 5 whole square. And now we are going to divide both sides by 5 to isolate x square. This 5 is gone. So therefore x square value simply turns out to be 16. And now we are going to undo this square by taking the square root on both sides. So therefore our x value simply turns out to be positive 4. So therefore our this x value is going to be positive 4, and this 2x means 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. And now we are going to calculate the area of the triangle EAB. Let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height of the triangle. And in our case, our base is 8 and our height is 4. So therefore the triangle EAB area is going to be a half times 8 times 4. And if we multiply and simplify, that is going to give us simply 16. So thus the area of this triangle EAB turns out to be 16 square units. And now we are going to calculate the area of the other triangle EAB as well. And we are going to use the very same area of a triangle formula once again. Area equals to a half times base times the height. And in our case, the base is 4 times square root of 5, whereas the height is 2 times square root of 5. So therefore the area of the triangle EFB is going to be a half times 4 times square root of 5 times 2 times square root of 5. And here we can see square root of 5 times square root of 5 is going to give us simply 5. And this 2 and 1 divided by 2 cancel each other out. So therefore we are ended up with simply 4 times 5, and that is going to be equal to 20 square units. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of this green shaded region. And now let's recall this equation once again. The green shaded region area equals to the sum of the triangle areas, triangle EAB area, the triangle EFB area. And we already figured out our areas for these triangles. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks. So our triangle EAB area is 16 plus the triangle EFB area is 20. If we add, that is going to give us 36 square units, the area of this green shaded region. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded region turns out to be 36 square units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.